Hey everybody, and welcome to the Binding of Isaac Ultimate Vanilla Run. I'm actually using a different mic again today. My boom and filter arrived, but unfortunately, I did. My mic showed up too, but it requires some special equipment that was supposed to arrive today that didn't. So I'm instead using the Rock Band microphone. I know that sounds a little weird, but I wanted to try out this whole boom setup. It's actually significantly different than just using a headset. But before we start today's run, let's look at what we unlocked last time, secrets that we found, and I'll let you know what they actually unlock with. Now, with Little Chubby, I was actually correct. Little Chubby unlocks when you defeat all the normal bosses of the depths. Or since the Wrath of the Lamb DLC replaces the depths occasionally, the second tier of floors. Mom's Pill Bottle, I took a guess at this one, but I wasn't entirely sure. It is, in fact, using blood donation machines across different playthroughs. Uh, it's not actually listed how many times you have to use it, so as long as you use blood donation machines now and again, you'll eventually unlock it. In my opinion, it's not the greatest item in the world. It can be useful, but it's not worth trying to unlock specifically. The blood donation machines are useful enough that you'll get it by itself eventually. The razor is just because we beat it with Eve. Because we defeated the womb with Eve, we get the razor, which is pretty cool. Now the quarter is actually defeating the boss of Womb 2, in this case Mom's Heart, for the 4th time. So we've defeated Mom 4 times, so it makes perfect sense. So let's go on our run here. Let's try and random up something besides Eve. So the game's kind of trolling me here. I would like to try something besides Eve. Not because I don't like Eve, but because I'd like to give you guys some variety. So you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and pick Cain. Mostly because I like Cain. And he starts with the Lucky Foot, which, as I've mentioned in the past, does some pretty cool stuff in terms of gambling and just general chances. Basically anything that has a chance is affected by it, save for just normal item drops. Ah yes, the Book of Shadows. Book of Shadows is really nice, actually. It gives you, I believe, it's 9 seconds of invulnerability. It does take a while to charge back up, but it can be abused just a little bit, which hopefully we'll get to see. Okay, none of these guys are going to be spurting blood from their necks, so I can rest a little easy knowing that I only have to worry about bumping into them. Making some bad decisions over which ones to be targeting, but I managed to make it without taking any damage. And I get a key. That'll come in handy later. Now I don't have any bombs. Oh wow. I'll take that, yes please. I don't have any bombs for this tinted rock. It's down in the bottom right there. But hopefully something here will change that. Oh, maybe not. So I'm going to be getting a cube of meat. The possibility of getting something like the cardboard box that would give me a bomb was kind of what I was hoping for here, but a cube of meat isn't terrible. Definitely would probably rather have a normal boss item, or at least a few normal boss items. A health up would be particularly appreciated. I'm going to take care of these guys. Nice. I managed to kill him right before he started charging with his horse, which means you can just do this pattern over and over again. You back up, you dodge around his shots, rinse, repeat, win. So a cube of meat, didn't take any damage. I could go to the shop and see if there's a bomb in there. But the second I do that, I'm going to see a really cool item in the shop and hate myself for having seen it. Because that'll remove it from the pool. So, really would like some bombs. Well, we got a challenge room right here. And an arcade. Or, not an arcade. Slot machine. I'm really tempted to just run straight into this boss fight. Let's see what's in here first. golden chest. I'm actually going to go straight to the boss fight. Now, hopefully I can turn this to my advantage, but I would love to see a deal with the devil room here. And that's partially that's pretty much the entire reason why I'm deciding to do this now instead of waiting, is because I feel like I'm going to take some damage over the course of the floor, and if this gets very harrowing, or, you know, something bad happens, I will have my Book of Shadows as a backup plan. If he bounces too close to me, something like that. Now, if I'm lucky, well, it's not so much luck as if I aim it properly, I can actually lock him far enough away from me. He'll just keep hitting the same tier, and I won't have to worry about him rushing at me. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to lock him into that, but he's going to die quickly enough. Just one or two more shots. Basement boy. Nice. Okay, so this is another reason why I didn't even think about it. Nice. Would have been bad to have gotten a troll bomb. Let me give that a second. But Basement Boy is taking no damage on the basement. It's an achievement with Steam. It's not actually... it doesn't unlock anything, per se. Well, I'm going to use this pill first. Tears up. One of the other things... Oh, and Temperance. That could be really useful. Krampus. Okay, we'll have this fight, I guess. Oh, that was a mistake. I've got to actually pay attention to him so I can follow his cues. Basically, you just have to watch him for when he looks like he's about to poop his pants. That's the best way I can describe it. It's that oh no moment. What have I done? Now, a few things that you're going to notice during this fight are, one, occasionally some of my tears are green, and basically make him turn green, and he takes some bonus damage. That's Pinky Eye. That's the trinket that I picked up in the other room from the box. Basically, it gives you a chance, a static chance. I don't know how big it is, but it's... That was a mistake again. Not reacting fast enough. So I'm just going to use this 9 seconds of invulnerability to end this fight. And I got a secret. Because I defeated Krampus, I get the lump of coal. Which is really nice. So to finish what I was explaining, because I actually want to finish explaining this, Pinky Eye gives you a chance to make a tier do poison damage. If it hits them, they turn green, they kind of have that aura, and they take damage. Lump of coal, every frame that one of your tiers is on the screen, it gains some damage, which is pretty useful. Now, the box was useful. And, oh, the other thing that... I think I mentioned this, but I want to just double check that I said it, because it's very important. Lucky Foot makes it so that none of your pills can be bad. Your pills aren't necessarily good, but they're not bad. And that basically means you can't get any health downs, luck downs, but you still can get some of the not so useful ones like Bombs Are Key and Bad Gas. Judgment and Temperance? That's insane. Okay. Well, hopefully I get a crap ton of money here. I can only carry one of these down to the floor beneath me, and the question is, which one should it be? I can tell you the answer to that in a moment here. Magnet. Said magnet's not the best item, it's not the worst item. We've run into it before. Just drag stuff close to you. Might come to my advantage, might come to my disadvantage. Now, Judgment spawns a beggar. And Temperance spawns a blood donation machine. Now, the devil room's already gone, or I would totally have put this in there. But, fun thing to note, if you're invincible, these won't actually take health from you. So you can just sit here and grind it all day. And I get a blood bag, which is fantastic. And I also got a ton of money, an absolute ton of money. as I said, Book of Shadows can be really nice. It's not all that great of an item in the grand scheme of things, just because it takes a really long time to recharge, and it's only 9 seconds of invulnerability. Can't technically lose. Unfortunately, I will not be able to recharge. Really, am I gonna get Skatol on the first try? No. You can't lose at these. I will literally never lose. That's one of the other benefits. Let's see, what is this? The stars. Yeah, that's right. I probably want to just activate Judgment. But what I'm going to do first is come to this challenge room. Okay, good. Good. So there's going to be some slight abusing of the game here. This isn't necessarily breaking, it's just very, very good for us based on the situation that we're in. Now, as you've probably noticed, I have a lot of hearts just sitting around on this floor. And because I rushed the boss, you know, basically first thing I went to, which is also just random happenstance for me ending up getting the Basement Boy achievement. I don't know what this pill is. Balls of Steel, but I know it's good. So, I've got 1.5 hearts there, 1.5 hearts there. So I've got 3 whole hearts that I can pump into this blood donation machine, which is in turn going to pay me money, which I can feed to Judgment or somewhere else. I mean, there's a lot of places you could put it. One of the other fun things to note is that if I really wanted to, if my luck holds out, I'll probably gamble a lot at this machine and the other machine, just because I'll probably get hearts out of them, if not bombs, if not keys. I'm probably going to do Judgment first, because he has a chance of giving me an item. I'm just going to go and pick up and be at full health. That way I don't have to sit around trying to math exactly how much health I've got left. I should probably also go to the shop, because if it contains greed... Yeah. It doesn't contain greed. It does have a pill and the ladder, so I'm not too sad about seeing this. There's also a heart there. So if I feel like I'm really close to getting that blood donation machine to pop, I might just buy that heart instead. I'm going to put Judgment out here. I'm going to give him some money. Since I've got so many spirit hearts, I'm a little bit more willing... Oh, nice. I'm a little bit more willing to end this floor with less than full red hearts. And he's giving me all the reason. All the reason in the world. Okay, so we've got 2 hearts sitting out here. Let's go ahead and cash that out here. Now, it's very likely that this is going to explode. And it could give me the IV bag. But we'll just do that. I forgot. Oh yeah, that's right. That's the stars. So I'm going to have to gamble with him if I want to get bombs. Although I can go back to Skatol. If I get Skatol, I'll be a little sad. Yeah, that's how it goes. But I might as well take it. I've got no reason not to. Skull's bad. So those 2 trinkets that are sitting there, I'll talk about them real briefly. One of them looks like a string of intestine, and the other looks like a skull. I mean, that's what it is, right? Those are both... Wow, that's very nice. Those are both, in my opinion, bad trinkets. The skull... Oh, that's right. I can't abuse that, unfortunately. The skull, basically, if you get down to half a red heart, so something that would trigger the Whore of Babylon, or... Okay, key. Or something like that, its downside is that it will always do that. So if you're running, like, really low on health, it'll do that. Even if you've killed all but one enemy in the room and it's like a fly and you're dumb and you make a mistake, you move right instead of left and it hits you. Let's see what this pill is. Bad gas. As I said, no bad pills doesn't mean they're good. And it teleports you to the previous room when there's only one fly in that room. Guess what happens next time you walk into that room? Yep, everything will have respawned. So, it's called the Cursed Skull for a reason. Okay, that's good. I might just go a little nuts and drain myself of a crap ton of HP with the blood donation machine. If I were to pull $1, that'd be useful. Okay, so I have a ton of spirit hearts. Now, if I'm lucky, I can get one of those chests. Now, I'm going to spend 3 coins. Well, I'm gonna go a little crazy. Okay, so I get a blood bag. Sweet, another blood bag. So another HP up. Still got 5 coins. Fortunately, I no longer have any use for the health. But I am getting lots of coins back. My chances at winning at this are significantly better. Tears up. You're seeing the power of the lucky foot here. Unfortunately, those hearts no longer mean anything good for me. I would love a bomb. Just give me a bomb. You still have a chance. Okay. As I said, gambling. It can go for a while. I love a bomb. This could be bombs are key. So what I'm gonna do... something that's arguably silly. Alright, so remember, walking out of the room makes an explosion radius bigger. Did not hit the tinted rock, but I got double bombs. So I'm going to destroy that tinted rock. And I'm going to destroy these here. Now, I don't need to make that explosion bigger, because it should get to that chest, but I want to be 100% sure. Isaac's Fork gives you occasional lifesteal as you kill enemies. I've got so many spirit hearts, that's not even going to be an issue. Pinky Eye will increase my DPS. Oh, that's right, as I said, this might be bombs are key. Nope, it's just luck up. We've got luck up in the rotation. That's right, I picked up some money. Unfortunately, I can't blow up this machine anymore. Because that would be nice. In fact, I should have thought to do that. Last coin. Not yet last coin. I'm expecting this to blow up any second. Yeah, it did disappear. I was hoping. Well, I can't pick up any of those, but we'll call this a floor. A very, very successful floor. We'll use the stars. Get straight to the item room. There's Brother Bobby. Now, we haven't really picked up any damage up items. We've got a lot of health, which is good. I probably should have saved some of my money, just so that I had stuff for the shop. But I'm feeling pretty good. I'd love to see a burnt penny. I don't know if I have burnt penny unlocked yet, but I thought I did. Or I would think that it would be. But the Brother Bobby was definitely a nice bonus to the damage. Just gotta not get hit by these guys. Oh look, a penny. And oh look, I forgot I have the magnet. Because now I have a giant piece of poop on my head. Back to where we started. Oh boy. Mistakes have been made. That was another mistake. I thought he was gonna get me. Oh room. Your frivolousness. Now I'm gonna blow up this. I know it's a little silly to waste a bomb so early, but it pays off so well. So Small Rock is actually a speed down as well as a damage up, but it's a very small speed down. So it's not going to kill you like a speed down pill would. It's not just going to straight end your run. And if you remember, got Krampus last time. And actually, I should know this off the top of my head, but I do not. I still think it counts as a devil room, which means that my chance is still significantly less than it could or should be. Although I guess I did. Why not? Okay, we're gonna play some chest deception. I'm not gonna worry about opening that until these are all dead. I wonder how deep this chest deception will go. That's close. I'm hoping to not have to use this invulnerability. I don't really need it for the boss either because I've got so many spirit hearts, but depending on what it is, it could just make the boss easy mode. If I can just stand and shoot at the boss and not worry about it, it'll go so much faster. And just be a lot easier to deal with. So, money. 17 coins. That is enough for me. Well, I'm gonna open this too. Okay, I'll take a speed up to counter that slight speed down that I got from the small rock. Now, I still don't have any bombs, but I might as well take a look into this shop. And it's the habit. Oh my. Yep, we're going crazy. Now, I've mentioned the habit in the past, and it's definitely always been with relation to, and you can use this item to break the game. And we are very much nearing that. Versus the Husk. So I'm not even worried about this fight now. My damage, my tiers are red. I'm just kind of chugging along here. There's a lot of flies, but I did manage to avoid it. So, okay. I'll explain why the habit's stupid good in a second, but everybody cross your fingers for Sacred Heart. No. It's the Bible. No. Bible's not actually useful. Alright, so the Bible gives you wings and let you fly. It also insta-kills mom. I mean, yeah, that's good, but with my damage, I don't even care about that fight. The reason why my combo is now broken, and I don't have any bombs, so I can't look for the secret room, is the habit recharges your use item when you get hit. You know, I don't know, I guess Devout. I'm not exactly sure why they chose that, or why Ed chose that, but yeah, and I can kill these flies without just leaving the room. I just don't have to deal with them. I don't even think they can really hurt me because of the Skittle, but so if I get hit, my use item charges halfway. Halfway. That's significant. One of you guys shoot this. Or not. But what that means is, every time I get hit twice, I have 9 seconds of invulnerability. Every time. I do not care for these silly challenge rooms. They will be defeated so easily. But yeah, so because of that, chances of me actually dying this run are really slim, because if I start doing bad and start taking damage, then, oh, guess what? I can be invincible again. So if there's a hard room, a hard boss, or I'm worried about it, I can pop the Book of Shadows without even thinking about it. I can just be like, oh, okay, I'll just Book of Shadows. We actually already have enough to go to the shop, so I'm just going to do that. It's going to be greed. Or it's going to be Steam Sale. And I'm going to buy a key and a spirit. Oh, I guess I could buy that. Oopsie. Wait, no, I couldn't buy it. I don't know why I bought that. Whatever, I have 2 cents. And more keys. Oh, and look. These coins, they can't get enough of me. Magnetism has actually turned out to be really good for me. You know what? So if these guys hit you, even when you're invincible, I do believe you still drop coins. I don't want to test that because temperance. Wow. So it's also important to note that things like the blood donation machine do damage and therefore recharge the habit. So basically, I'm going to find a room. Oh look, it's Envy. This is why we didn't run into Greed. Because Envy's here. Envy's annoying. Envy just splits in half until you get, I think, well, yeah, one more time. And then they're really tiny and they die. You can choose what strategy you like. It all determines... It basically just, are you good at bullet hell situations when there's 100 different things bouncing around at you? If you are, then doesn't matter what order you kill them in. You won't have any trouble. Let's find a nice open room. Here we go. Oh look, I'm invincible. Give me money. And then maybe a blood bag, because why not, right? And so I can either go and choose to continue with this floor, which is what I'm going to do, and possibly recharge everything like that. My range is really small. That's the only bad thing about my stats right now, is that my range is just abysmal. And I'm gonna hope to recharge the... Oh god, we just got cancer. Once again, that sounds like the worst possible thing in the world. And we have an arcade. So, the game has decided... And the secret room. The game has decided that it is, it's sorry that it gave me Eve so many times. I can't lose at this machine. Why would I not play it? Oh look, Spirit Heart. Oh look, Spirit Heart. Okay, it blew up. I'm actually okay with that because... Gamekid, I have entered enough arcades. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Really? You're just gonna... I mean... Okay. Oh look. Yeah, with bombs. But also... Well, I could just abuse the one that's in there, but since I've already started on this blood donation machine, I will just keep on with this one. I mean, I'm gonna be stupid rich and get another blood bag. I'm not complaining. I'm sitting here. I have a huge shit-eating grin on my face right now. It's like one of the reasons why I contemplate actually doing a face cam on these runs. Oh gosh, I haven't even... Oh, okay, we'll play this game too. I don't think I've unlocked... Oh, I did unlock the shop. Oh yeah, why not? Panic farts. Basically, now when I get hit, I fart. Because I'm panicking. Does it make sense? Sure. Why would it not make sense? Like, there's like two things that could be more shenanigans than this, and... Oh, I should actually pick up those bombs. We're in the catacombs too. Screw it, I'll kill the boss. Oh man. Oh. But that was... I was trying to use my pill, but... Just look at this damage. More HP up. I think we might actually hit 12 HP on this run if it keeps going the way it is. Well, let's abuse the hell out of this. I didn't even have to. Well, I guess they didn't want me to keep getting money. Cause... So, here'll be an interesting fact for you guys. I guess maybe not that interesting, but it's at least informative. Once he gives you Skitol, once this little dude gives you Skitol, he can't give it to you again. It's not in that pool. I suppose I'll be explaining item pools in a bit, and he's a static item. He doesn't really behave specially. But normally, he'd give you Skitol, but he can't give me Skitol anymore because I already have it, which means that he doesn't have a disappear condition. Unless I murder him, which, let's be honest, I'm tempted to. Always tempted to. He won't go away. He'll stay here forever until I run out of money or have decided that I am tired of giving him things. And you'll also notice that I am not giving a single Oh, God. Yeah, give me more money. I don't care about these flies, because I have Skittle. The flies literally can't do damage to me, so I don't have to shoot, I don't have to do anything. I just have to collect my items and walk away. I'm not even actively thinking about which one that I am picking up, which skull I'm choosing. Though, fun fact, they're the same skulls as the towers, I'm sure you noticed. So I'll actually take this moment to say briefly that I'm planning on putting out a new series. I've, over the course of these videos, discussed how I want to be teaching people more about the mechanics behind Isaac, and I've been hinting at some of them, and for those who kind of have an idea of some of the more complex concepts behind Isaac, but maybe don't have a firm grasp on them, will have benefited from those. Oh, well, he's gonna die. Game decided it wanted me to stop gambling. But I do still have this over here, so I still have some time to talk. So I'm going to be starting a new series, and the first episode's probably going to be coming out over the weekend. And I say over the weekend because I still have editing and stuff to do, and that's going to take some time. I don't do a lot of video editing. Most of this is actually just raw footage. In fact, I've uploaded some of it without ever actually watching it. Just having checked the sound balances beforehand, and knowing what went into it, because I've been sitting at my computer the entire time. But basically, I'm going to be... Goat's hoof. I can't get by that without picking it up. I don't want to go any other way. Luckily, these guys don't shoot infinitely like... Oh, well, panic farts. But yeah, as I said, it's going to have some post-processing, which I don't normally do, which just means that it's going to take some extra time, and the weekend will be enough time for me to put it out. And it's basically going to be a formal, well, I mean, not like explicitly formal, not like show up to college and or show up to class and you're going to get graded sort of formal, but it's going to be formal in the sense of I'm actually going to be trying to teach instead of just playing a game. The goal is to educate people, not entertain them. Not explicitly to entertain them. I mean, I could take the unicorn horn. I mean, the unicorn horn is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 seconds of invulnerability. 150% better. Well, I should have 50% better. Yeah, I'm taking damage. I've reached the point where I'm doing a good bit of damage and I'm not really caring that I'm taking damage because it's all Spirit Heart damage. Back to what I was getting at. That web series, I'll make another playlist for it, and it'll run, and it'll let me do some really cool stuff. And I'm gonna kind of explain this in the video, but my goal is basically when an item shows up on the screen, when I find it in a treasure room, you guys have noticed, anybody who's been watching has noticed that I kind of get off on tangents. I have to go back to... I literally have to, like, you know, retrace my thoughts. Loki. I don't think we've seen Loki. Well, I don't care. Loki, you're gonna die. I have to go back and retrace my thoughts just because I'm, you know, trying to think of what I'm doing. Loki's horns have appeared in the basement. Loki's horns are because I defeated... I have to put a bomb there so I can get to the devil room. I have to put a bomb here because I want to get that tinted rock. Anyway, I have to trace back up the stack. Hell yes. Screw it. I've got so much health. Do you also enjoy how those things recharge? It counted as taking damage, so it recharged my Book of Shadows. Anyway, Loki's hordes. I defeated all the normal bosses in... Well, I guess the third tier. As we've got Necropolis this time, it's not always Necropolis, because Necropolis is the Wrath of the Lamb version of the third floor, the third set of floors. Much like Lil Chubb was doing that for the depths or the second level. Loki's horns are for the third. And very, very appropriate that Loki was the boss. Was the last boss we needed to defeat. Sure. Yeah, why not? Why would I not take the Splunkers? It'll let me see where the secret room is. Or at the very least, the top secret room as well. Could be beneficial now that I actually have bombs. But yeah, that web series will hopefully be out soon. Library. Oh, man. So my other option is keeping the Book of Revelations, which gives me 1 spirit heart. And it would recharge every single time I got hit. Which means that once I hit the woman and do 1 heart of damage, it's basically as though I have twice as much health. I like the invulnerability better. I think in those rooms where I'll actually be taking damage because it's difficult, I'll either be taking a lot of damage or I won't be taking damage. So something like the Book of Revelations, while useful, won't be as useful. Book of Revelations is a very good item. It basically just gives you a lot more health. Very often, when I just had started playing, it was basically my favorite item. Now, I don't really need the 2 of Hearts. The High Priestess isn't bad, but it's not really useful for me either. It's a good spike of damage. Yeah, why not? Make my life a little easier. And that wonderful sound means there is a secret room here. And that, yep, that is a tears up. Oh look, it's Greed. We're gonna test and see if getting hit. Nope, well, he died too fast. Yeah, our damage is up ridiculous. And I'll pick it up, use it, and put it back. I don't charge my Book of Shadows just a little bit. I still can't even see the end of my health. So all red hearts are just useless to me. Oh, that's right. I forgot to actually go to that secret room. So focused on just burning through these levels, and I'm just moving so fast. What could be in the top secret room? Sure. Let's get more health. As I said, this is the game's way of saying, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you ETH so much. Have a free win. I'll take it. There's no shame. But we are about to hit the depths too. Well, item room right here. What do we got? Dead Sea Scrolls. Wiggle Worm. Okay. Dead Sea Scrolls just basically give you a random effect, which can be really interesting, but it can also be really bad. It can be like Kamikaze, which you just deal yourself damage. What's in this tarot card? It's the Empress. Okay. Forget what the Empress does, honestly. And that increases my chance of finding cards. Basically, I'm gonna get a trinket or a card out of this. Oh, it's the Joker. It's the Joker. Joker instantly teleports you to the Devil Room. It's the tick. I need to not take that. Because if I take the tick... Oh, that's right. Luckily, all the items that are useful to me, since I don't want a different trinket, because Cancer's letting me shoot at this stupid pace. Cancer's sad, it makes you cry. But so basically all the spirit hearts are going to slowly filter their way out to me. Fortunately, that tarot card won't. It's probably a 2 of diamonds too, because that's what I'd want it to be. Oh gosh. Alright, so I'm going to use this. I'll take the pact. So now you have even more damage up. The nail is very tempting. Simply because it's basically like a combination of the Book of Belial. It's a half-strength Book of Belial, I want to say. And just that it gives you some damage up, but not as much. But it also gives you that Spirit Heart Whee! Bomb. Oh, you guys want to catch me, but I'm way too fast. And now I can fly over the pits. You cannot reach me. Ruin your existence. Yeah, I'm a little worried about this room. There's just going to be a lot of explosions. So much damage. Most of it's because of my fire rate, but also picking up those deals with the devil from having so much extra health. Oh, I knew this was a thing. Super Gluttony. Yes, these are supposed to be harder than the normal ones. Lard. I'm really fast, so I don't care about taking lard. It's an HP up and a speed down, so I'm a little bit slower. I'm significantly slower. But honestly, I was going really fast anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And it gave me a lot of health. I probably won't be seeing a devil room for a while. Bombs. I'm actually going to go back to the arcade because my Book of Shadows is up. And why give up health to this when I can do it for free? Now, I still haven't seen the IV bag out of this. And it looks like I'm still not going to see the IV bag out of it. I don't feel like gambling all that much. I might go back to that fortune teller just because I can get some more spirit hearts out of it. But I have to wait until that spirit heart, or until the until it blows itself up from being used so much before I can really get anything out of it, because those cards, the map, I don't want the map. But I don't want the map, I mean, I'm gonna buy it because it's 7 cents. But I don't need it. I'm gonna save my money, I don't even... At this point, I should really just rush the end because I've effectively won this game. So, the treasure map only... Oh man, that lag. The treasure map only shows the secret room, not the top secret room. And the top secret room actually ended up being adjacent to this room anyway, which is just kind of funny. So we got to play both sounds. The Emperor. Wheel of... Oh. I need a teleport. The Emperor will do, but actually no, I don't want to use the Emperor. 2 of diamonds. We'll use that. I'm gonna come back. I just want to get rid of some of these cards. Oh no, High Priestess! Come to me. Why am I... I'm avoiding the spikes. I don't even have to worry about that. Ah, so here's where we come into an annoyance. Which I think I can get around. I can't get into this boss room because I have too much health. It's as though this could be avoided. Fires still take forever to... I think I can do this. Not abusive. This is basically as close as I can get to Isaac, to breaking Isaac without having Isaac with the D6. This is probably going to be my most powerful run in a long time. I don't even care about you. I want you to just die. Yeah, it's Pete. Yes. Die. Alright, so... the boss room is obviously those last 2 rooms down there. Not much mystery on that one. I don't know what I want out of these. Like, even getting the $1 wouldn't be that great. I mean, I guess I could ask for more keys and bombs, but the hearts aren't going to be any useful. A pretty fly might be nice. I think what I'm going to do... So, the Wheel of Fortune card spawns what you might expect. Oh, what is this? The Hanged Man. I don't need the Hanged Man. That gives you flying for room. The Tower. I don't want this either. Oh gosh. They all went after me. I forgot that I was going to need a bomb to go back in. But I didn't want to blow up this machine. Wheel of Fortune spawns a fortune teller machine. Well, it originally spawns an arcade slot machine. I keep thinking arcade because they appear in the arcade. But it basically just throws a slot machine. And that slot machine, like any slot machine... Wait, was that another Wheel of Fortune card? Temperance card. I mean, why not? Might as well. I'm gonna get the Ivy bag off of this eventually here. Okay, I got the Ivy bag. Ivy bag just isn't useful to me. Another Wheel of Fortune card. That's literally insane. The problem is, Wheel of Fortune cards can be used to abuse bosses. Oh, god damn. And when I say abuse, I mean like legitimately abuse. It's as bad as dead cat. Okay, I guess because we're in this room. Judgment. Do we have... There was a devil room. There was another Hanged Man. Don't want Mom's Pearl. Another Wheel of Fortune card. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm going to eventually run out of money here. I'm using that Hanged Man card. Flat penny isn't actually useful to me right now. Mostly because I just am not going to need keys. Oh, I got the Joker. Alright, so if I do this right, if I run this way and use the Joker, I might be able to grab that Temperance card. And I did. Sorry, that Judgment card. So, I am in a devil room. I'm giving him money. Oh, he gave me a... Darn it. He could have possibly given me a devil room item at that point because I was in the devil room. It would have been really cheeky, but also very, very entertaining. Would have been better if I had an angel room, but my chances of actually getting a devil room are really slim because I've just seen one. That one's going bye-bye. So be it. I still have 15 bombs, so getting into this room isn't a problem. This is just so silly. What are you? 2 of diamonds, which is doubling my money again. This is why this is dangerous. I don't even know how much health I have. I really should just go back and like add a counter. Oh my gosh. Tower. The tower's not useful. Strength. Strength gives you some plus damage. Death. Death could be fun. Are you kidding? Yeah, we're just gonna keep spawning those. Using death because I want to get rid of it. The same with strength. It actually made me bigger, which could be problematic. The Emperor, I don't want to use that. Get rid of the other strength card. I am now even bigger. Now I can't leave this room. I have to try and get as big as I can via strength cards. The world, I might want to keep. Actually, I'll probably keep the Emperor. There are just so many tarot cards. Another Judgment card. I'm going to get the tarot card crash. I'm so just waiting for it. I'm just gonna see what this does. Honestly, I don't want all these machines. So I'm gonna get some money. Flat penny. I picked up the flat penny real fast just to get some chance at some keys. The Emperor, as I said, I don't want to use the Emperor just yet. There's our judgment. I'm just putting him out here. I'm putting my last 13 cents into him if I can. If he can give me another item, why not? It'll probably be another HP up. Come on, give me something good. Remember, I can still always punch myself with that IV bag if I really want to. We are at 12 HP. We have done it. For no other reason than we could. And I'm bigger still. Wow. I can't lie, this is really friggin' entertaining. This is good entertainment. I know I'm biased, but jeez. Oh, that's right. Oh no. Oh wait, the world heals me, doesn't it? Oh, I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible person. We're just gonna do this. Actually, no, the sun heals me. The world just reveals everything. Oh look, that's the boss room. Are you surprised? I'm not. Yep. I don't know what I'm gonna title this run. But I think it's probably gonna be something along of bent but not broken, but it might as well be. Look at how much money I have. Oh my gosh, I picked up a dime. Oh no, you say. Look how low health you are. I used the sun card. I'm gonna keep the Emperor card anyway, so really doesn't matter. Oh look. See, at this point, I'm doing this just because I can. 2 of spades doubles my keys. I don't need more keys. Strength! I'm even bigger. This is gonna go away the second I leave this room, which is the sad part. But that's why I'm never going to leave this room. I have 74 cents. The lovers, 2 hearts. Just give me more stuff to throw at the strength. And I'm bigger. Oh, the sun. Well, we know how this is gonna go. And in fact, because I know exactly how it's going to go, so I'm gonna use this. And unfortunately, that heart is gonna try and get to me. And it's gonna succeed. But not before I manage to do that. So, as I've mentioned, there's actually no benefit to me getting an extra heart here, except that I can trade it away in a deal with the devil. Oh my gosh. The abuse. I'm gonna be... Oh, it finally died, but it gives me a blood bag. As you can see, a blood bag doesn't fully heal you, but it gets damn close. I don't want to use the Emperor card. I'll use Death just so that I don't have it on the ground to pick up. The moon will teleport me away, so I don't want to use that either. The Hierophant will give me Spirit Hearts. Look at how tiny those Spirit Hearts are compared to me. I'm just gonna keep going. Oh. I get the Crystal Ball. And I get Oh the Fool. Which is another teleportation. Believe it or not. But this is our last try. I'm gonna be full health. Oh, I'm picking up all sorts of stuff that I don't want to use. I'm so big. Alright, well, I want to keep the flat penny for key use, possibly. What's this? Oh god, it's a Joker. Oh my gosh, I'm going to crash my game so bad. It's really hard At this point, I'm just picking up money to get more keys. Like, I don't think I could possibly use all this. I literally just don't think it's possible. Okay, I'm stuck in the corner. I don't want the corner to be my downfall. Oh, judgment. Oh, look. Look, guys. It's another beggar. Hey, beggar. Give me the monies. Oh, look, another key. Oh, look. Another HP up. That's basically how this game's going. But look, I have more of this. I don't think I'll get to 99 bombs, but... I mean, at this point, I don't think there's a way for me to not win this game. Like, I'm gonna have to try to lose this game. I just picked up like 12 cards. They're all there and just cycling. Well, the Hierophant's good. The tower. I wouldn't mind using the tower just to get it out of the way. Another sun card. I don't know what I'm looking for. Actually, I do know what I'm looking for, but... I'm really surprised it didn't crash there. Like, there's a bug where you have a stupidly good chance to kill yourself. Oh, look. It finally blew up. Oh, I want cancer. Once again, don't ever quote me on that. Well, this is as big as I'm gonna get, guys. Unfortunately. So here's another fun little strategy. That didn't work because there's so many friggin' tarot cards. I mean, I don't know what cards are even here. Like, there could very well be... Oh, there's another judgment card. I'm not gonna say no to another judgment card. Who would say no to this? I'm giving a poor little beggar money. Wow, okay. Rawr. Look at how tiny. Oh, I look adorable. Look at that smile on my face. Alright, well... Anyway. No, I'm so big I can't even get that tarot card. I have so many Joker cards. Joker, Emperor, Sun. Okay, well, let's do this. Might as well have as much money as I can, right? I also have Mom's Pearl instead of flat penny. I've got cancer now. Hanged Man card. Just getting rid of what I can, see if there's anything actually useful here. The moon. Justice. No, I want justice. Justice is good. I mean, it's not like amazing, but it's spawns. Moon. Joker. There's one other card there that I just keep cycling through. Or wait, or do I? No, I don't. Okay, oh yeah, there is. There's the Hierophant. So there's literally two cards on top of each other right there. But they're both cards that I don't want. I don't want Oh the Fool. There's like 2 or 3 Joker cards here. There's 2 of Hearts. I'll use that right away just to have it not there. 2 of Diamonds. Hey, guess what, guys? I'm doubling my 99 cents. Oh, the Fool. The Sun. Fool. The Chariot. You guys get to see that again. Another Joker card. Fool card. I think there's only like 2 or 3 cards left. Another Sun. Okay. I think I have weeded out all the cards that I want. And I think I actually do want to take a Joker card with me. I don't want the moon. Yeah, I want the Joker card. Yeah, so breaking the game is basically just like this, but it takes longer. and you end up more ridiculous. And now I just feel really small. I don't remember what the hell was in here. Nothing useful. Okay, and we move on. I've got 99 cents. Money is power I don't think exists yet. Oh, that's right. I forgot there's still stuff in here that I might want. See, this is why breaking the game just gets dangerous, because there's still stuff. There's still stuff I can do right now. There's no reason for me to keep doing more, but I could. And it's that could. Oh look, it's the sun card, and it's the 2 of diamonds. Whatever will I do with the 2 of diamonds? Unfortunately, the tick's in there, and that's the one thing that's making me sad, because I can't get those tarot cards without risking picking up the tick. You saw how absolutely uncontrolled my ability to pick stuff up was. Why do I just... all the tarot cards. The lovers. Okay, I'll spawn 2 over there. The stars. I could just... oh, no. Okay, well, that blew up. Which means I can do this. Just keep that tick away. 2 of hearts. Ace of spades. Oh, wait. Justice. 2 of diamonds. Just gonna use it. That's a joker. Stars. Another justice. Another joker. Empress. Devil. Increases my damage. The moon. Stars. Joker. I've got the joker in Cancer, so I'm gonna stop messing around with that. I've wasted enough time on this floor. I'm already at over an hour, and I've yet to even enter the womb. Though that said, I don't think the womb is going to take very long at all. That's right, I still have one of those. I'm basically just going to pop this Joker card right away. In fact, I might actually go back and grab the Empress. Oh, never mind, I can't do that anymore. Well, actually I could. I could pop a Joker card. I might go for the Mother's Boy achievement. For those who don't know, that's don't take any... it's basically like Basement Boy, but just the womb. And I think I'm going to do that. So I teleport to the Devil Room, and I come back out here. Now, there was an Emperor card, and I forget where it was. I believe it was back in the old room. It's the Empress. The Empress gives you ridiculous damage for a room. The moon teleports you to the secret room, which I actually wanted to go to because it's closer. I was hoping it would leave me a door on the other side, but I'm pretty sure the Emperor card's in here. Also, I left my Book of Shadows, which I totally didn't even think about, but it's what I want, so that's what I'm going to take. Sun card, don't need ya. Moon card, don't need ya. Fool card, nope. Emperor, that's what I was looking for. So, basically, I'm probably going... just want to leave this floor. My basic premise is I want to leave this floor, use the Emperor card, immediately go to the boss fight, kill the boss. I can even get into this room. Yeah, there's a chance of it despawning. I want to teleport directly to the boss, hopefully kill that boss without taking damage, and then make my way... okay. This is gonna be tough. Good, good, good. As long as he... I'm gonna have to wait for him to jump to me. Ah, darn it. Okay, well, there goes that. I took damage. But, hey, it was worth a shot. Unfortunately, I can't stand in front of him. I had to wait for him to jump. Yeah, because of that. Unfortunately, I did not have my Book of Shadows up, or I would have just tanked this out with it. Tons of pills, and pills are always good, remember. Pretty Fly. Tears Up. Tears Up. Tears Up. Now, you're going to wonder, why there were 2 tears ups in that. And I'll tell you why. It's basically because there would have been a tears down. There would have been a tears down pill in this rotation, in the pill rotation, but because I had the lucky foot, every bad pill was actually transformed into its good counterpart, which is pretty cool. It means that you can have 2 of a good type of pill, like I have 2 tears ups. But it looks, I mean, look at how fast I'm firing tears. That's amazing. And I also don't have cancer. I left cancer behind, which is very empowering. Oh man, I needed that money so bad. There could be useful stuff here. I'm really just basically gonna run from room to room because why not? I should just end this game, but I'm hoping for like a library or just something that'll help me exacerbate the degree in which I'm winning. I don't even care. Sure, just more items. Why not? Growth hormones, speed and damage, speed and damage. I'm not gonna get anything absolutely ridiculous. Like I'm not gonna 3-shot mom's heart, but I can try. I can try. Damn it! Oh, this run is amazing. Well, so that's the missing page. The trinket that I am carrying. Every single time you get hit, there's a small chance to basically activate the effect of the Necronomicon, which is to deal a set amount of damage to everything else in the room, besides yourself. Which is pretty cool. Oh, look, control bomb. I'm gonna get caught by that on the way back. And I just do not care about damage. Which means that in the last fight, I'm gonna take a ton, and like, just like the first time, there's gonna be a ton of damage, and I'm barely gonna make it out. I'm gonna notice at the last second that I have half heart of damage and freak out, and then be just fine. Like, but barely. The last second. It's basically notable. I wonder if one of these is a tinted rock. Nope. As I said, you can't see the tinted rocks. At this point, I'm pretty darn overconfident. But I feel that it is well deserved. I mean, I'm just a powerhouse. I'm really sad that I lost cancer. I hate myself every single time I hear myself saying a sentence like that. I just go, oh man. Somebody watching this at some point in their life had cancer, and they're just gonna be like, well, you're a ripe old asshole. What, how dare you say things like that? I'm just gonna be like, it's the game. But that's not an excuse. So I'd like to find the secret room, like the top secret room. Ha, I avoided you. Silly bum. Oh fine, I'll take you. They're just like, come play with us. Oh look. We found the top secret room. Top secret room seems to be really close to the secret room. Yep, that's useful. Yeah, that's right, I did go in there. It was pennies. Glorious, glorious pennies. At this point, I'm clearing the womb to show my dominance. Since I don't have a chance for Mama's boy, I'm just gonna be shenanigans and kill everything. Die on spikes. Sweet. No matter how many pennies I pick up, I'll never be able to get to 100. So if we had the later levels unlocked, I would probably breeze straight through them all. Like it wouldn't be a contest. You also have to remember that I'm not actually making good use of my Book of Shadows because it's sitting on full charge right now and I'm taking damage. But you also have to remember that every 2 hearts, yay! Every 2 hearts, I get something out of it. Like, I'll get another charge, and it'll just be... I'm basically unkillable at this point. No single room will be able to end me, even if Mom's heart had like 5 times its health. That's not even useful. In fact, it's technically a bad item, believe it or not. And for those who don't know, the item that I just picked up is... I actually don't remember what it's specifically called. I think it's just something to do with vampirism. But basically, every 13 kills, I want to say, you heal half a heart. And it's considered a bad item because when it comes to some of the late game content, some of the stuff that I haven't yet unlocked yet, or even have an opportunity to unlock, because it's based on how many times you've killed Mom's heart. Actually, I still have some ways to go, by the way. But basically, because of that, having an exact amount of health is very useful. Much like Core of Babylon requires you... That little heart symbol was the vampirism thing. Much like the Whore of Babylon requires you to have half a heart of health, so do some of the other late game items that are even stronger than that. I mean, why not at this point? And so having something that randomly gives you half a heart of health is actually bad, because it means that you can't control your health and you can't make sure that you have half a heart of damage. And if you have something that triggers on half a heart of damage and you have a whole heart of health and something does a heart of damage to you, it doesn't trigger that half heart effect because it just outright kills you. So it's considered a bad item because of that. I think it's Curse of the Vampire or something. I didn't even stop long enough to read what it was. Oh look, I made exactly nothing out of that room because that one spirit heart is what I lost. I mean, at this point there's only one place the boss can be. And I'm just doing this because it's a show of force. I am being alpha. Alpha Cain is alpha. Oh sweet, I actually get a full heart because that's my second eternal heart. So as you notice, it triggers immediately. It's not very often that this actually happens. Oh look, it's hard to tell if you're actually poisoned because you're already green. Yes, as I thought. Unfortunately, I can't get into that boss room. There is actually no way for me to do so. There's nothing on this floor that'll deal just red heart damage. Sure, we'll use death in the final boss fight. We'll just open with it. Because I have bombs here, unfortunately. Yeah, she's just melting. You're not gonna catch me, Nickel. You're not gonna catch me. Look at that Nickel. He's hoping. He got kind of close. And look, I'm invincible. Bag of Pennies! I'm going to take a guess that that Bag of Pennies is for having defeated her the 5th time. Yeah, I'm just kind of running from this Nickel for no good reason. We'll come back to you, Nickel. Oh, a fetus in a jar has appeared in a basement. So instead of, if I had just ended the game there, that actually would have been playing during the credits, the fetus in a jar. But now we actually get to see the little secret unlocked. Okay. I guess I'll let you be collected and put me at 99 cents. So that run was pretty much as shenanigans as it can go without having real breaking material. The fact that they were giving me so many tarot cards. Yeah, see, there you go. So the fetus... So that is a reference to one of Edmund McMillan's other games. But beyond that, that run was really fun. It was really good. The fact that those fortune teller machines were giving me more cards to spawn fortune teller machines, which were in turn spawning more cards, and I also had the ability to just get a ton of money off of sun cards showing up and having the IV bag just sitting there in that room. It was one hell of a run. It was definitely very, very fun, and it's one of those things that, looking at it from a perspective of somebody who's never played Isaac or doesn't really have an interest in playing Isaac, perhaps, it kind of looked like a really boring run. It was really long. I was spending a lot of money, on these weird machines that were just throwing cards and cards and cards and cards. But if you've ever played Isaac, which hopefully you have if you're watching, and if you haven't, hopefully you're considering trying it, you get to appreciate how much damage I was doing, how insane some of my stats were, how fast I was shooting tears. If I had cancer, I think it would have literally been a straight stream of tears. I don't think it would have actually been effective to try and break them up into specific tiers. It's just stream. But we're almost at the end of the credits. I would feel bad skipping it. Yeah, because Mom's heart. And Isaac. Yes, Isaac. Well, let's quickly look at the secrets we unlocked. Just real fast. Once again, at the end of next episode, or at the start of next episode, I will confirm what these were. Basement Boy was not taking any damage in the basement, mostly because I rushed that second boss. If I'd waited, there was a decent chance that I would take damage. And this isn't red heart damage. This is any damage. Otherwise, they would be way too easy to get. Gifts from Krampus. One of the Devil's Room had Krampus, the boss. It was actually the first Devil Room. And if you kill him, you get the Lump of Coal, which gives you damage up the longer your tears have been on screen, which means the longer range is better. Gamekid, that's from going into enough arcades. I'm gonna bet that's what it is, because it spawned when I entered an arcade. Loki's Horns, I know for a fact that this one is having defeated all the bosses in the third tier of the floors. Bag of Pennies, not 100% sure on that one. It might be ending the game with 99 coins. I'm not sure on that one. And I'm also decently confident that a Fetus in a jar is an unlock from the fifth time having beaten Mom. And I actually do believe that unlocks... No, that does not unlock the Doctor's Revenge. We already had that. But yeah, that was a pretty sweet run. The fifth defeat of Mom, technically Mom's heart, with some abusement of the game mechanics in there, but it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it half as much as I did. And if you did, please like the video, favorite it, leave a comment down below about what you enjoyed most or what you thought about the run in general. Did you find it more annoying to watch me sitting there and just getting tons of cards and money and just kind of manipulating all of my items? Or did you find it as enjoyable as I did? Let me know. If you'd like to see more, as I said in my video, I'm planning on putting out a Binding of Isaac education-focused series where I can get away with more rambling on these episodes because I can just link to the educational videos that cover their topics, just with annotations and whatnot. Feel free to subscribe so you get updates when I release that content, and hopefully I will see you guys next time.